Here we are, Serge Bogosian, the hockey guru. I'm back in Fresno, California. We were away for a couple of weeks. Was back home in Toronto. We tried to do a couple of updates, a couple of vlogs from there. Some technical difficulties uploading, but yeah, there's a little video that where we went to the Hockey Hall of Fame. Check it out. Pretty cool over there. Big week for hockey. So we're gonna do a lot of soccer action upcoming in the next few weeks while the World Cup is going on. However, I want to talk about what's going on in hockey this week. So we have a very big week in hockey. On Wednesday, we have the NHL Awards from Las Vegas, the Hard Rock Cafe in Las Vegas. We're going to do a little prediction on Wednesday about that. And on Friday and Saturday, we got the NHL entry draft. Some big things happen usually, specifically trades, rumors, people moving, the draft obviously. So we're going to be covering that extensively. And there's also going to be, we're not too far away from July 1st. So July 1st, what happens is the UFAs, the free agents, are free to sign with their new teams. Everyone is a free agent, and it's always an exciting day. We might do a live vlog that day, close to the deadline. We'll go over all the signings and the trades and everything that's happened. Very exciting times. Couple of things that happened while we were away that we want to talk about. Big trade in the NHL. So again, these trades that we talk about that are going to happen, it started already. So the Arizona Coyotes and the Montreal Canadiens, two teams that have struggled recently, especially this year, pulled off a big trade. Max Domi goes from Arizona to Montreal. Alex Galchenyuk goes from Montreal to Arizona. So this one's a bit of a head scratcher. So the Montreal Canadiens are looking for a center. All right. So the Montreal Canadiens need someone to score. Montreal Canadiens need a player to add to their offense. So what did they do? They trade away a center for a guy that did not play center. They trade away a player like Galchenyuk, who's a much better scoring threat than I believe than Max Domi. Max Domi got 9 goals last year, and of those 9, only 5 of them were against the goalie. 4 of them were empty net goals. So where are they thinking with this? It might be because both teams feel that both these guys are underachieving. They're going to hopefully go to a new place and blossom. However, if you look closely into this trade, while it does look like Montreal gets the butt end of this and they look like they got fleeced a little bit, not as bad as you think. Let's look at, with most trades, it's not simply hockey trades anymore. Back in the day, we used to have more hockey trades. Now we don't have as many hockey trades as we used to. A lot of these trades are based on financial. A lot of these trades are based on the salary cap and the contract situation. So when Max Domi was traded, he was still a restricted free agent with no contract signed. When Alex Galchenyuk still has 2 years left on his contract, that pays him $4.9 million a year cap hit for another 2 years. And after that, he will be an unrestricted free agent. Max Domi is a restricted free agent, and after the trade, did sign for a 2-year bridge contract, as they call it, which will bridge him to still an RFA status. So he'll still be RFA. So it's not the full status that'll get him to a UFA. So 3.15 per year for 2 years. So much less expensive than Galchenyuk. Now the main difference is after the 2 years, Max Domi is still a restricted free agent. Restricted free agency, usually you will not lose that player because it's very difficult to lose them to another team. There's compensation and a whole lot of draft picks and things that happen. However, Galchenyuk in 2 years will be an unrestricted free agent. So Max Domi is under control for a lot longer period of time. I think he's got a bigger upside, much younger, a couple of years younger than Galchenyuk. So while I don't like the trade for Montreal, I do understand it. But man, they keep making these trades that are not popular with their fan base. They trade away PK Subban. It's not a pretty place. As a Toronto Maple Leaf fan, I enjoy when they suffer the pain and the stuff that they go through. But this trade is interesting, and we're going to get a lot more of these trades. So shoot a little note below. Who do you think won the trade? Our friend Jake Redmond does a great analysis on the channel. He talks about the difference. He goes into detail about the hockey, the trade, and the participants in the trade. So check him out. Right now, I believe the trade was won by the Arizona Coyotes. However, like I said, there's a lot. You have to look at the bigger picture. Does Montreal use the extra money to sign someone else? Does Montreal complement Max Domi with a different player? So stay tuned to see who won the trade. Another thing today happened. The news came out earlier today. Barry Trotz, the Stanley Cup winning head coach of the Washington Capitals, decided to resign. They did not offer him the money that I guess he was warranted, and he decided to bolt for we don't know. Now, there's a lot of speculation out there. The New York Islanders are looking for a coach. Lou Lamoriello, Barry Trotz, old school guy. Something going to happen there? We don't know. So, Barry Trotz holds all the college cards right now. He's not going to be unemployed for very much longer. Someone will offer him a big contract, and that might be the Islanders, because the Islanders are the only team out there that right now doesn't have a coach. So, there you go. What's going to happen with that? The hockey season has ended. The Washington Capitals are the Stanley Cup champions, like we predicted. Well, we predicted it before the final. We didn't predict it before the playoffs started, and we were very happy the Vegas Golden Knights did not win the Stanley Cup. Tony, you owe me tacos. We have a bet with Tony. So the Capitals. Sorry, what I was saying is the season seems to be over. However, it's not over. So much excitement all through the off season. We have, like we said this week, we have the awards, which are a fun little show to honor the NHL players that had great years. Then the entry draft, and then my favorite, July 1st. It's like Christmas Day for hockey fans. Free agency, where see if your team signs the player that they're looking for. So there you have it. Hockey's going to be going on all summer. Now, what else is going on right now? The big event in Russia that the whole world is watching. It is the Soccer World Cup 2018 from Russia. We've been following this, and it's been the first round is pretty interesting. So usually in the first round, what you get is a little bit of a mismatch in games. So you get teams like today. England played Tunisia. England is supposed to be the much better team. England controlled most of the play. England dominated possession. However, a controversial penalty call for Tunisia had the game tied up until like the 90th minute, where England's Harry Kane got 2 goals. In soccer, we call a 2-goal a brace. Something I learned. So if you get 2 goals in soccer, that's a brace. So he got the 2 goals, and England won 2-1. Then you saw Belgium and Panama, another mismatch. Belgium blew them out 3-0. However, it was close in the first half. Sweden beat Korea. A couple of the good games so far that we watched were Spain and Portugal. A phenomenal game where Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, this guy, okay, people either love him or they hate him. He's sort of like the Sidney Crosby, the comparison to Sidney Crosby in hockey. A lot of people don't like Sidney Crosby, but a lot of people love Sidney Crosby. Sidney Crosby's a great player. Some argue he's probably one of the best players, if not the best player right now. I would put him in the top 5. But Sidney Crosby, a lot of people hate him. Cristiano Ronaldo gets on people's nerves, but you know what? He came to play. He scored the hat trick, and he led his team back to a tie, a well-deserved tie against Spain. Both these teams are phenomenal. But then you look at Messi on Argentina. He did not do what he's paid to do. These guys make ridiculous amount of money. Neymar, another guy. You know, for Brazil, he didn't score either. But Messi missed the penalty kick, had several chances, and Argentina tied. Like, these guys are paid millions and millions and millions, like in the tens of millions of dollars. I believe some of these guys make in the, 50, 60, 70, 80, $100 million a year playing soccer, and their endorsements in Europe and South America. So it's an exciting tournament. We're not going to break down every game, but we are going to talk about my Canadian accent coming out. But we're going to talk about the games, some of the controversies that happen. We will discuss every game as they become bigger. Like when we have a big quarterfinal game, we'll discuss it. We'll try to break it down. Now we're going to break it down for the non-soccer fans. I know there's a lot of soccer fans out there that watch hardcore, and I admit I'm not one. I am a casual soccer fan that I enjoy soccer, these big tournaments. I watch the World Cups, I watch the Euros, I watch some Premier League. But we're going to break it down for the casual soccer fans. So follow me, because I am back, And I am going to be doing videos every day. Just like my colleague Darren Redmond. Jake Redmond also put some content on the vlogs. Also, our friend Uncle Tony put some content. And if you want to join our content creator club, shoot us a note. Shoot us a private message. Maybe we'll put your video on our channel. We're always looking for good content out there. Anyways, I am going to be signing off. Look at this beard. The beard's like I sort of look like the Stanley Cup playoffs are done, so I gotta shave the playoffs off, the playoff beard off. We'll be back, and enjoy the summer. Hockey's not going away. We got the World Cup. My buddy Darren Redmond covers everything else. Baseball is a phenomenal sport all summer. Yeah, so just make sure you follow FHD Sports. We are the #1 provider of sports in the Central Valley. The rest, we don't want to knock the competition down, but we do a great job. We want you to follow us. All right? Serge Bogosian, the hockey guru, the soccer, not so guru, but the soccer fan, signing off. We will see you soon, most likely tomorrow. Have yourself a wonderful Monday evening. Ciao.